Welcome back to the locker room. I'm Captain Paul, and before we get into the video, I appreciate if you drop a like, comment down below, and if you enjoy it, hit that subscribe button. Quick notion before we get into the video as well, we're going to be doing a $100 gift card giveaway when we reach 5,000 subscribers, and to enter this, you have to like and comment on this video, and also make sure when you subscribe that you have the notification bell alerted as well. So let's get into it. The Pittsburgh Penguins, Dubas ain't messing around, man. He made a big deal. And I think this is going to be really beneficial for the future of I should say for this season for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm not so sure in the long term. Now, there's a lot of moving pieces here. It's a 3-team trade. So we'll go from left to right. Montreal acquires Jeff Petrie. They reacquired him. 1.5 was retained from Pittsburgh. So they got Petrie, Casey DeSmith, Nathan Legare, I'm going to butcher that, and a 2025 second-round pick from Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Penguins acquire Erik Karlsson. San Jose retains $1.5 million. Dylan Hameliuk, and 2026 third-round pick from San Jose. And then from Montreal, they got Rem Pitlick. And then the San Jose Sharks acquire Mike Hoffman, Michael Granlund from Pittsburgh, Jan Ruta, and a 2024 first-round pick that is conditional. It's top 10 protected. So the Canadiens and the Sharks gain a little bit of cap space, and the Pittsburgh Penguins are now up against it. Now, let's just talk about the main piece in this trade would be Erik Karlsson. I think the Canadiens, Petrie's a quality defender. Casey DeSmith is a good backup goalie. With Pittsburgh having Nedeljkovic there now, DeSmith became expendable in that system. So it's no longer going to be DeSmith as your backup. I'm going to go with Nedeljkovic. And there's some good pieces moved around in this deal. I think Michael Hoffman, Granlund will be quality players for San Jose. They're looking to be far more competitive than they were last season. But yeah, the main piece here, the main team, I would say, is Pittsburgh in this trade. They're currently $79,000 over the cap, but that's very easy to deal with. Let's look at this depth chart, because with Pittsburgh, this is a make or break situation to me. They have no cap available. This is a player that they envision will take them over the top. And yeah, I mean, they've made some nice additions of Riley Smith, but like looking at up and down this lineup, I think, Sidney Crosby, Riley Smith, Brian Rust, that could be, a quality first line. You got Evgeny Malkin coming back, Raquel, Nieto. But when I look at Pittsburgh up front, they're solid. When you have Crosby and Malkin in your top six, you're always going to be at least an average to above average team offensively. But does anyone really blow me away outside of them? No, just very good quality players. Defensively, you get a lot from the back end with Erik Karlsson. Now, this isn't a knock him. I just think defensively he can be kind of Jekyll and Hyde at times, but offensively he will produce. He had 101 points last season. He was phenomenal from the defensive position. But now you're looking at a decor of Karlsson, Graves, Pettersson, Letang, Joseph, Rudwedel. And, Letang has been a mainstay there for a long amount of time. So they're hoping that, hey, bringing in Karlsson, having Letang, two different D pairings, they can kind of get the best out of their D partners. So they're going to be seeing a lot more offense provided by their defense. Now, Tristan Jarry and Nedeljkovic, how do I think of that as a tandem? Nedeljkovic can be very up and down. He's shown really good flashes early on in his career. But will he be good enough in the backup role? I mean, you're hoping so, right? He's only 1 year left. Pretty much a 1-year deal with him. Tristan Jarry, if he can stay healthy, he's a very good quality goaltender. I'm just not sure. I don't think Erik Karlsson makes Pittsburgh a Stanley Cup winner, though. I think they've definitely gotten better. I think Riley Smith was an underrated acquisition, but do I look at the Pittsburgh Penguins as cup favorites with how deep some of these Eastern Conference teams are now with Erik Karlsson? No, I don't think Karlsson will score 100 points next season. I hope I'm proven wrong. I just don't see that for him because he was on a really bad San Jose Sharks team where, of course, they're going to go to him because he's the only one that could really provide anything. So he's going to see less time with the puck, I think less touches. I think he'll probably be maybe around 50, 60 points. Maybe I'm crazy for saying that, but on a better team, he shouldn't be scoring as many points as he did. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm not too sure. And the one thing I'm a little bit leery of, yes, they had 1.5, it looks like, retained by San Jose, but that's still $8.5 million per year until 2029. And Karlsson was kind of showing signs of deteriorating, and then he had a resurgence this past year. Was that a flash in the pan? Or is he found his game? Is he going to be far more competent? I know probably for the last few years of that deal, I would probably say when he hits 35 and older, last couple of years, it's not going to be good. I'm sorry, 2027, not 29. I was looking at Graves. But, still, he's got quite a bit of time left on the deal, 4 more years. I think the last 2 years of that deal could look pretty rough considering. Now, we'll go into Montreal, see what they kind of acquired in this deal. And I think Montreal is one of those sleeper teams. I've had conversations about Montreal on this channel, and I think very highly of their prospect pool. I really do. I think that they could be really, really good going forward. They wanted a steady backup goaltender. You're going to get that with Casey DeSmith. And Jeff Petrie is a quality NHL level defender. So they're going to, I like this. I like this deal. I'll be honest with you. I like this deal for them. They get some quality players, and you're hoping that some of your young guys can develop. But I think with Montreal right now, they're not in a win-now situation. They're going to be far better than they were last season, depending on health. But Jeff Petrie and Casey DeSmith in a backup goaltending role, that's I think that's good quality to bring in. So it'll be interesting to see if due to that, what will happen with Montembeault and Jake Allen. I'm assuming Allen might be moved now if they can find a trade partner, or maybe they keep him in. I don't know why you would keep DeSmith in a third. I don't think he would clear waivers. So that'll be an interesting situation to monitor. Now let's go into the San Jose Sharks. Now they have unloaded a lot of cap. They have 3.9 available in cap space. And looking at this team, you brought in some nice pieces. Mike Hoffman, not bad. Michael Granlund, not bad player either. That's 9.5 mil right there. Jan Ruda, not terrible either. And then they got that first round pick, which is top 10 conditional. That's a top 10 conditional pick, but you are still getting your first rounder, a quality hockey player, most likely. I think for San Jose, that was a great deal because they're not going to win this upcoming season. They're not. You got enough NHL level talent. Like Granlund had 41 points. Hoffman had 34 points in 67 games played. You're getting quality NHL players where you shouldn't be a laughingstock, which you were last season. And you're getting future. You're getting a future player that should be hopefully a top 6 or a top 4 pairing guy, or maybe a number 1 goaltender if that's where they decide to go with that pick. It's very hard to decide a winner of this deal right now because we do not know how some of these other players will pan out, like the 3rd round pick or the 1st round pick. We're not too sure. We're just not too sure at this moment. But if I had to say anything, this acquisition by the Penguins by getting Erik Karlsson indicates that they're all in. So I'm wondering, I don't know what they could do with the cap manipulation, but I'm assuming they're going to try to maybe find another piece or two, kind of minor, like smaller deals to get themselves over the top. But I just don't know if Erik Karlsson really brings the Penguins to that next level. But I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you think of this trade? Do you think this was fantastic for Pittsburgh, bad for Pittsburgh? What did you think of it for the other teams? I'd love to know your thoughts down below on Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.